Hello. So things have kind of ramped up a notch in my life, but I'm about truth. Just some things are sensitive. I can tell you though, my life is not the normal um, cookie cutter life that you might imagine, and so the layers of complexity only confuse when you blurt it all out at once, and then people have a way of taking things and running with them to the extreme where then they bend a truth into a non-truth. And so I'm here to try and separate the lights from the darks here, right? Like, okay, when I was little, my dad used to, like, I don't know, just change his whole demeanor. We'd be working on something and he'd look at me, Danny, you're just a story. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? But then, like, come to realize I was conditioned to work super undercover with no titles, because it doesn't work if you have titles and numbers attached to it that can be manipulated, right? Like, so, like, I'm not mad necessarily at things, because we're headed into a new world direction. But um, for anybody who thinks I owe them any sort of, like, explanation, I don't, because I don't even have all the answers, right? um, I just know what I know, and I don't know everything all at once. See, that's the thing, is like, there's so much to this that it would be confusing to drop all of it all at once. But I do need to iterate that my family is my first and foremost importance. So the truth is, this economy is collapsing. Our government is corrupt all the way through, and at the end of the day, I don't want to be tied to their terms, right? Like, if the paper dollar completely crashes and there's nothing to back it, like, I want to be there with a backup economy, which I have the plans of. The barter system's always been tried and true. Like, I have these services and these things that I grew that I can trade in the marketplace of the new world barter system. Like, it's not, these are concepts that, like, are pretty elementary. I shouldn't have to verbalize them. Google and YouTube. If you're curious about how you would set up your structures in your community, do it. This is a big job. It takes a lot of people. There's no more finger pointing. Just facts. Facts are going to be what ride us through. Living on facts, building on facts. Facts are, everybody's in debt to a monstrous money machine, and the matriarchs are uh, making men mad, and men are making matriarchs mad. So, uh, the truth is not all love and light. We have to iterate that too, because, parables. Jesus spoke in parables, and when he was cornered by the Romans, he would draw in the sand. Like, I'm not here to spread Jesus's word. I'm here to open up all possibilities of truth, and you get to have the platform to discover things on your own. That's what I'm building. Okay, that's what I'm helping to co-create. There's a lot of co-creators in this realm, building this new world way. Um, and by all means, if anybody wants to be the center focus, like, I'll trade you jobs. Like, I'm okay being a hermit and having my projects and silently gifting people and trading and doing the thing, and not living this grandiose life, right? Uh, I'd be okay with a wizard tower in the middle of a swamp. I would build it myself. I just need the land. Give me the damn land. You know. All of this is about us being lied to, and told this is a free country and we have all these rights. Well, we do have those rights, and they're impeding on us. The bigger forces of debt, the illusions of needing to upgrade everything all the time, all those things were just a way of slowly taking control. And um, I'm learning patience in all of this, because really, I'm trying to just get my family and, I don't know, go build a cabin somewhere else, somewhere away from this. Um, and I guess if it's the whole worldwide problem, then stand and fight, right? I don't got the legs to run, so I'm gonna stand my ground. Uh, I have to, but like the implications, the blackmail, the extortion, that shit needs to stop. Like this needs to be seriously looked at from a different angle if we want to actually change for the better and not just keep perpetuating fear, right? Okay, I'm a storyteller by trade. One of my many trades is telling stories. Doesn't mean they're lies. It just means I find creative ways to explain something because I've said it 1,000 times in my words, and it was like the sebaceous layer on a duck, right? It just rolled right off. So, uh, no slight on anybody. I'm just saying, like, if you wonder why it's fragmented and in my own ways of explanation, it's because, well, the universe has already provided all these parables. You just have to figure it out with your intuition. Like, you can't rely on. The reason I'm still sticking around the internet is because the idea of having instant communication around the world where we could be telling the truth all the way around the world, it would be better than the news that we're force fed. It's better than the Hollywood program. And that's why, I don't know, maybe you guys missed what I was trying to insinuate here, but like, I'm just keeping an open line, an open channel, so that when shit does pop off, we can start telling the truth as the truth reporters that we are. Now I've spent fucking 15 years trying to break over the wall of influence. Apparently that's my life. So, it's about all the people, and, I don't know, embodying Christ consciousness is part of it, but it's not all of it, right? Okay, so like, we all have our jobs. I keep showing up because I said I would. There's a lot of fucked up fuck shit going on, and we're getting to the bottom of it. But I guess at the end of the day, there are so many other ways to communicate and build community without the 5G towers and without the influence of everybody whispering and talking in your ear, trying to say this, that, and the other, and confusing the truth. So I'm okay with small time communities at this point. Like, yeah, sure, it's a great tool. We exposed everything. Now what? Well, we build in our communities. Like right now, I'm looking at empty lots in my town, and I'm working on, after I get certain things done with my personal business, working on proposals for community gardens and farm stands and things that can help assist in building generational wealth on a small time community scale. Because look, the only way to battle this is, what is it? The only way out is through. And not every day is going to be hunky-dory. You just got to remember that there's a bigger picture, right? Bigger picture of truth. It's not always pretty. Often it's not pretty. So I appreciate all your guys' help in this cause and this building of the new way. And the only way we're going to get the, what is it? The things we want to see, we have to keep showing up and be consistent. And everybody's truth at the table. Okay, it's just no fighting here, right? We put our weapons at the door. Maybe metaphorically, maybe for real, depending on where you're at in life. The round table, though. The idea that we put our weapons at the door and we all discuss our kingdoms at the round table. Like, Google these things. I drop hints everywhere. The fact that... it's... my way of teaching is a little roughneck, right? But, like... I'm not just going to hand over my life story, because that could be a potential, literally my book. Like, yes, I could tell you what I did. I never gave up. I became a little crusty when I had to be, and I set my intentions early on, and I just kept going. It doesn't matter how old you are, though, now. Set those intentions and keep going. I still have a big, big goal I'm building. And I don't talk about these things because there's so many freaking copycats. My original message when I got out of prison, rehabilitated, self-rehabilitated, was to Be yourself, okay? And somewhere in the translations, people took that as copy the one telling the truth. No, find your own authenticity, okay? You have that capability, you have that inside you, and it shouldn't have to be somebody smacking you with a ruler and telling you how to write. No. The idea is to be messy with your process and finding you, okay? It's not that hard. Somewhere along the lines, my message was hijacked by pirates who are in the meat and sex industry, and I really don't want to stand with that. And I'm going to be firm on that, okay? I don't care what mistakes I've made in the past. The point is, a lot of people are involved in this, and they want out. And we shouldn't have to be tricked into some shit that we didn't see the terms of the contract because it was a jaded verbal non-written contract in slighted ways. And like, don't make me fucking explain that, because I'm pretty sure half the world knows this tactic. It's why they're doing what they're doing. Blackmail's a bitch. But we need to stop that, okay? Somehow, some way, we need to fucking pull the plug on it. Because like, seriously, life doesn't need to be this fucking hard. Okay? I have so many ideas of creation, but it's not my job to sit here and leak all of my good ideas for you to go run with. I've done that and made my mistakes, and like, now it's for me to say, okay, dial in. Nothing is as it seems in the 3D. Okay, yes, be prepared to jump ship. But like, if you have an opportunity to help rebuild, wouldn't you take it too? Like, we have that plan B of going nomadic if we have to. But the plan A is, let's see what we can do right here, right now, to make radical change. And if that doesn't work, yes, we're prepared to give up everything and start over, start anew. Like, it's, if you've already given up everything and started over anew, well, if you're happy in that lifestyle, keep going. If you're not, like, I don't know, figure out a plan to help build where you're at, or move to a place where you can tolerate, because the plan A is, we have a global platform here to work with, and all we have to do is learn to cooperate with each other. Like, we're all coming here with bits of truth. It's all fragmented truth. If it was not true, it wouldn't exist. Like, truth and existence go hand in hand, okay? So, also, you keep pointing fingers at me, but like, I'll just keep, telling on myself. I have some vices that are, they're legal or quasi-legal, right? Like, depends on what state you live in, because fucking Idaho's dumb with that. And they're going to need to fix that soon too, because they're losing $500 million a year just on cannabis sales to Oregon and the surrounding states of Idaho. But anyway, yeah. So, the bigger picture is, like, people have justified these things like smoking cannabis and lumped them in with, I don't know, gang crimes and organized crimes and meat market and sex trafficking. And I've been against this since, well, I kind of was thrown in the middle of it, at a young age, and I found my way out. I went to prison and I rehabilitated myself. But it still followed me, so now I'm going to take the firm stand and say, I don't stand with that. And if you're part of that, you better fucking figure it out or get out of the fucking way, because like, this ain't the way we're gonna go down. Okay, like, we're not gonna keep trafficking in each other's families. That's old shit. Okay, the idea of there's more than enough land if we work responsibly and co-create with the land to do whatever we need to, as long as we like teach our children that, like, it's not a disposable throwaway resource. The earth is a co-creator, and if we teach our children those energetic ways and kind of implement that, for a couple of generations, that will become the new way. Littering won't be a thing, because like, we already are on a plane of existence where we're living and breathing and creating and cycling with Mother Earth, okay? And like, the truth is, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all of the things that I know, right? Because y'all are still fighting over scraps right now. I'm just going to say that. I guess if we're at the point of we're not here to hurt feelings, we're here to just explain, just try to figure it out. We're all here for the same thing. I've always got something to keep me busy. Always got something to trade. Always have some idea to create. It's a flow. And the idea of depression is a lie. Yes, we need our rest, but also, like, they program that into us. They want us to go real high over the holidays and then crash like January, February, where like, sugar sales are through the roof between October and February. Fuck, you guys know that. Anyway, the sugar is meant to hijack your immune system right around this time when it's cold and sweat. And they want you sick, so then you go to Big Pharma, and this perpetual cycle of sick, eat our poison, you're sicker, come to hospital, rinse, repeat. And then you got our food that's not even food anymore, right? Like, and our veggies, they're just sterile. Like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. The fact that we could literally have really smart garden setups now and sell them really economically, kits even for hydroponics and aquaponics, where everybody could just learn to at least start supplementing. Yeah, they might not have a lot of space, but we could build this into like the garages, like, microgreen shelves and plant shelves, whatever. These could be parts of the new design, as well as like running off of DC. There's whole systems that we could run houses off of saltwater tanks. Like, where the fuck are we going to get all the salt water, I wonder? I don't know, the oceans where there's so much litter that we can make $1 trillion just cleaning it up or more. I don't know how much is there, but I know there's a lot. And turn it into building materials, bring it back to mainland, build towns where people have their own ideals, and like the town gets to vote on what they want within a certain moral. We're not doing the cannibalism shit anymore. Come on, that's old. And sex trafficking, we can like stop that. Like, if somebody wants to sell themselves, I don't think there needs to be a middleman, right? It's whoever's business they're doing, if they're doing it for whatever reasons. But if you have a middleman taking 20 to 30 fucking percent, the tax man, middleman, what really are we perpetuating except some gross ideals? Okay, like I'm not against OnlyFans, except for it's run by the same greasy ass bastards that we are saying no to. And sex is one of the oldest. Prostitution's one of the oldest professions in the book. Okay, between that and like like art and prostitution, two of the oldest ways to launder money. Which, like, I don't know. Don't make me go down that rabbit hole. But like they designed a system really well to keep us our cells confused. And the calendar is not really I don't know. So much that you guys already know to be true. Like, to ask me is just like, okay, well, the truth is they lied to us. They all fucking lied to us. And now it's time to start radically learning things on self-survival and building your own dreams, because the economy is collapsing. They're lying and spinning this dollar up and doing everything they can to make it seem like it has some value, but they're really doing sneaky shit behind the scenes with our gold and trying to bait and switch us with the crypto. I guess now it's just take stock in yourself. What skills do you have? What kind of things can you grow or make to trade and have, like, build yourself a brand? That's the next step. Find who you are and run with it, or walk, because running with scissors pokes out eyes, right? But finding you and making a brand based off of you. If they can make our existence just as a number, a corporate number where they are exchanging money up over our backs, we can take that back. Steps towards sovereignty. And there's probably legalese I need to read up on before I spout off, but the next step is to literally find some things that you can trade. I say if the economy collapses, but I'm gonna say when, because I'm pretty dang sure it's already happening, and that's why they're spinning things up so bad, so that we keep spending money. Anyway, this was a long one. I hope you have a good day today. Cheers.